Supervision groups can be created by staff and allow easy sharing between the members of the group and the supervisor. So in this screencast, we will look at how to set up a supervision group and how these help to support the sharing of items in ePortfolio between students and the supervisor. So to create a supervision group, go to Sharing from the front page of ePortfolio. In the left-hand panel, select Create Share Group. You will be given the option to create a standard share group or a supervision group. We want to choose Supervision Group. So we want to give the supervision group a name. This is the name of the group that will appear in your ePortfolio. The group can have a different name in the members' ePortfolios by adding something into the Alt section. For example, we've called this group My Supervision Group, but this could be confusing for students to see this group name. So I'm going to add My Supervisor into the Alt section, and I'm going to click Add. So now we need to add members into the share group. Members can be added to a supervision group individually or by module code. So we choose Manage Members tab at the top. And to add a whole module, type the code into the search box. And then scroll down to the bottom and choose Add All. But I'm going to add 3 students individually into this share group. So to do this, we search for the student's name, and then when we see the name down the bottom, we use the green cross to add them. It'll ask if we're sure, just for confirmation, because the student will get an email to say they've been added to this group. So I'm sure I'm happy with that, and that person has now been added into my share group. So I'm going to add 2 more students into this share group. So now that the students have been added, the group will appear on the front page of the ePortfolio. So how does this help with the sharing of items within the group? So I'm going to use the example of a blog post. I can create a blog post and I can attach a file, for example, and share this very easily with my supervision group. So you access the blog by using the blog on the front page, and then add blog post. So we give the blog post a title, and we put our blog text in. And if we scroll down, we can see that automatically we have my supervision group created. So this will allow me to share this blog post with the 3 members in my supervision group. I'm going to attach a file. And all 3 will be able to see this file as well. Let's look at this from the student's account. On their home page, they can see the supervision group. They can see there's an item has been shared by me. And when we click into View Group, they can only see me as the supervisor. They cannot see any other members of the supervision group. As the student, when I go into the blog and I add a blog post, we can see here there's a share group created with my supervisor, and that is the alt title that we used. Instead of it saying my supervision group, it says my supervisor instead. So let's look at this group after there's been many blog posts by the students and by the supervisor. We can see now that my supervision group Now it says there's 10 items recently shared with me. So when I click into there, it'll show me items that have been shared with me in the last 14 days on this page. So you can see there's quite a few there. And we can see an item that I've shared with the supervision group as well within those 14 days. So let's click on this icon to view the group. So we can see the 3 students at the top, and we can also see all the different items that they've shared with me. We can use this filter at the side here to pick a particular student and view everything that they've shared with me. So sharing is really easy using these supervision groups. The supervision groups allow for other functionality. By clicking on the group from the home page, we can see 4 icons that we can use with our supervision group. We've already looked at the view group icon, but this next one, create meeting, allows us to create a group meeting with all the members of the supervision group as attendees of the meeting. This will only work on supervision groups of 15 or less. This icon is to create a community with the group members as members of the community. A community is an ePortfolio used to help collaboration between staff and students. This last icon is used to send a group email to the students from within ePortfolio. So we can see there how supervision groups can be set up and created by staff, and how they allow easy sharing between members of the group and the supervisor.